I broke the lid. Hello. So today I thought I'd kind of bring you along on some gouache practicing that I'm doing. And today I'm going to be working on some grayscale stuff. I'm going to be using the Magic Fly gouache, which I need to get out here. Why? Because it comes with a gray. The book I'm following, I'm just going to take out both the whites, is Ron Howard's Gouache for Illustrators book, which came out in the early 90s, I believe, late 80s, early 90s. And a lot in the landscape has changed in 30 years. When he reviews stuff, like a lot of the same people are making gouache then make gouache now. There's obviously a lot more out there, or at least that we have access to. And he has a lot of the same advice, but one of the things, he has a whole section on working with grays. And one of the things he says is just get yourself a set of grays from neutral, warm, and cool grays. And he says that Winsor Newton makes a range of those. As far as I can tell, Winsor Newton gouache only has one gray anymore. They don't make all the other ones. And a lot of gouache sets don't come with gray at all. So you kind of have to mix your grays, which that's not the end of the world. And I still wanted to do... Sorry, I just noticed something and I don't know what's happening. Ooh, what's happening? Sorry. This yellow ochre or magic, I don't know if you can see that. See this weird bubble here? And it's like hard. I think that's part of the binder. But the reason why I chose to work with the Magic Fly is they have pretty big tubes. So I can mix quite a lot and not worry too much. And two, they came with a gray. So, but yeah, I tried to look to see if I could find like individual grays to buy. They definitely don't have a gray set, which he talks about in his book, is buying the gray set. I looked at Holbein. Holbein had a few grays. Turner had a few grays. We have to order them individually, and those will take a while to get to me. And I want to do this now, but having those grays is interesting. But it's really interesting. He just says, just get the grays. And they don't have as many as he has. He was talking about like a 6 gray set. Okay. So I did. So one of the things he talks about getting for gouache is ox gall. So that was actually fairly easy to get. Even though it's kind of weird even in the bottle. I do have my gunk that I'll be using for this process too. So we'll see how this all works out. But I'm actually going to add it to my gunk bottle. And he just talks about like a few drops at a time. So we'll see how this goes. Because this is usually what I use for mixing water. Hold on. There we go. Make sure I have... The thing is, when you have a bunch of clear bottles full of stuff, make sure to label them. Or make sure you only put water in them if you don't. Because there's always going to come that time where you never know. Okay, so just mix my thing. So I just have this container where I mix my gunk. This has blending and floating medium, some ox gall, water, and a little bit of binder. Good more Arabic in it. So I used this for years, this mixture for years with acrylic paint when I'm painting miniatures. And it just helps make them last as well as perform better. So yeah, it's I forget where I got a tip from somebody, but I don't remember. So, and it's similar to like what he talks about here, Rob Howard talks about in his book. So I need to mix a set of grays, and I'm going to do that. Trying to look for their paints that only have one pigment, so I don't get too much mud. But I'm using Magic Fly because I haven't painted a lot with it yet, and I figure, like I said, they have larger tubes, so if I go through and need a lot, I won't feel as bad. But then I can kind of play around with these ones and see how I really like them. So I think I got all. Obviously, I'm going to need the gray. Their gray is a mix of PB1 and PBK7 pigments, so I think it's a little bit cooler. White, black, and then I have for some warmer grays. So I have violet and lemon yellow to make a warm gray. Kind of a cooler gray is red and green, viridian and scarlet red in this case. Also kind of a another cool gray, orange yellow, and ultramarine blue. And there's something sticky on my fingers and I don't know what it is. And then like these are really sticky. Are these like all dying on me? Oh, that red. Cobalt. I was going to use this Gamboge and the Vermilion, but the Vermilion has 2 PO and PR. I'm going to try it though and see if I can get a warmer gray with these. So I have 2 warm grays and 2 cool grays, and then hopefully 2 neutral grays. So we'll see how this goes. So that didn't work out like I thought it would in a lot of cases. Getting more browns than gray. I mean, but I have been mixing some of them with the gray. I will say, the Magnify ones come out really thick, which is good because then you can work them down to consistency. But I worry that they're kind of coming out of the thing. This one obviously didn't work at all. The colors were too similar in the pigments, so I added it to a gray. So what's interesting about that book is that he actually has it. He talks about using it in a gouache and airbrush, and gouache and pen. And I think that's really interesting that it just has so many ways that you can use it. Like, it's just such a interesting kind of paint, I guess, is the best way to put it. But I will say that I really like everything. I like working with it. It's just so different. There, I need you to just I love how different it is, I guess. I didn't expect that. These paints come out really thick. They water down really fast, and getting it all to the right consistency is a little bit difficult. So I think I'll have to practice that. But I like how well they control and layer just really well. Hey, stop. Enough. You're making rude noises. Where's my hand? The point being, of course I'm making rude noises.